3 gang members who bound and gagged a rival before stabbing him and beating him, filming the entire ordeal, had been jailed. Salvadore Hall, Nathan Rochester, and Olivia Williams broke the victim's bones in multiple places and stabbed him repeatedly in an attack that lasted around 80 minutes. He had escaped and collapsed in a petrol station in Apsley on April the 2nd last year after the attack. Police were called, but he would not tell police who he thought the attackers were, and instead detectives had to piece together info themselves to work it out. The investigation found that the victim had met Olivia at her address after travelling there by taxi, and the pair went inside, which is when the attack took place. He was handcuffed, beaten, stabbed, and had his dreadlocks cut from his head. As part of the assault, which were filmed, were later posted on social media. The trio then made desperate attempts to hide what they had done at her property by cleaning extensively and ripping up carpets, but Hall was caught after being identified as a suspect and then seen by officers on patrol throwing a bag containing the victim's hair and covered in his blood, as well as a gun, out of a car window. Rochester, who's also 32, was arrested after evidence from his mobile phone revealed he had been in regular contact with him both before the incident and about the cleanup of the property afterwards. He'd also made threats to the victim and his family after the attack. All 3 attackers denied the offences, but were found guilty following their trial at Northampton Crown Court of false imprisonment and committing GBH harm with intent. Hall had previously pleaded guilty to possession of a firearm with intent to cause further violence and possession of ammunition without a certificate. At Nottingham Crown Court, Hall was jailed for a total of 16 years, Rochester was sentenced to 10 years, and Williams was locked up for 8 years. Detective Constable Bethany Foster of Nottinghamshire Police said, "Thankfully, incidents of this nature are extremely rare in Nottinghamshire, and we believe this brutal attack was motivated by a gang feud. The level of violence displayed was shocking, and the victim is fortunate not to have suffered even more serious or lasting injuries." Said the filming of the incident seemingly to humiliate the victim also showed another level of depravity, so I'm pleased the judge has seen fit to hand down such considerable sentences. Detectives who worked on this case were presented with an extremely challenging investigation to discover what happened to this victim before he collapsed in the petrol station. They worked quickly and efficiently, and with the help of uniformed colleagues, tracked down 3 offenders in the days following the attack before building a watertight case against them. Although the defendants continued to deny their involvement, we remain confident a jury would find them guilty of these extremely serious offences. And I hope the wider community is reassured that when confronted with violent incidents such as this nature and challenging complex investigations to unravel, we leave no stone unturned to bring these perpetrators to justice. Man, a cut-price racket from his bedroom has been jailed. Daniel Day cloned number plates for criminals. A 32-year-old, known in the underworld as Skell, sold thousands of plates to criminals. Cars with the clone plates were used in attempted murders, armed robberies, and burglaries. Day made a bid for freedom, attempted to flee his home as police stormed the property. He was captured on camera strolling out of the house and straight into the path of police officers. He played a crucial role in the criminal underworld, West Midlands Police said. They said he was so reliable, officers would often find his contact details in the phones of other criminals. Police estimated that he made more than £200,000 from his commercial enterprise, providing 7,000 false plates during his scam. Day's enterprise was uncovered when police were carrying out another investigation into a car crime gang in the West Midlands area. The gang had ordered 94 sets of clone plates from Day in 1 year, with police tracing them back to the defendant. The inquiries revealed customers would steal cars before getting Day to make number plates matching the make and model, whilst also disguising the car's real identity. They even included logos ripped off from genuine dealerships. Detectives discovered 1 set of plates was requested, produced and attached to a cloned car within the space of 18 minutes. The surveillance operation revealed Day would meet associates in alleyways and abandoned car parks, travelling by motorbike and stashing the plates in his jacket. His illegal plates were used on vehicles involved in more than 140 crimes, including an armed robbery at a post office, a Wolverhampton shooting, and multiple car key burglaries. Equipment and software used to make the clone plates was found in a bedroom when police raided his house. Day fled through the back garden but ran straight into police, who used the drone during the raid. A business phone used to make the deals was found in his pocket, and Day was found to have been using a laptop previously owned by a legitimate number plate making business which closed down. An examination of his phone indicated that 420 sets of number plates were asked for during one 8-week period. He also received 67 requests for false plates in only a week. Day admitted perverting the course of justice and possessing criminal property, and he was jailed for 3 years and 4 months at Wolverhampton Crown Court. Detective Constable Kelly Weiss of West Midlands Police had stated this was an organised crime on an industrial scale. Day had built a big reputation as someone who could supply criminals with number plates to disguise their identities and frustrate police, and he could do it incredibly quickly. Said it was run like a commercial enterprise. We estimate that he made over £200,000 from this enterprise, and in 1 week alone he received 67 requests. He helped these criminals involved in a host of crimes, from driving away from petrol stations without paying for fuel to attempted murder. He was so trusted and reliable that we would often find his details in the phones of criminals he had helped when we were prosecuting them for other crimes. Every one of those crimes he helped make happen will have had a victim, and it's impossible to gauge the full extent of the impact that the business had on him. His conviction shows our determination to take on organised criminals and put them behind bars to protect the public. A man who pleaded guilty to the manslaughter of Dragos Karanbanyu in Barnet now awaits sentencing. Gabriel Silveira appeared at Snaresbrook Crown Court, where he pleaded guilty to manslaughter. The plea was accepted by the court, and Silveira was remanded in custody to appear at the same court for sentencing on the 23rd of August. The Chief Inspector Linda Bradley, leading the investigation, said nothing can bring Dragos back to his loved ones. However, I am pleased that this guilty plea has spared them the experience of a trial where they would have once again heard the details of the incident that took Dragos from them. Our thoughts are with them. So shortly after 5 o'clock in the morning on Saturday the 28th of October, police were alerted by hospital staff when Dragos Karanbanyu, who's aged 46, was brought into a central London hospital for treatment. Dragos remained in a critical condition before he sadly died from his injuries. A police investigation found he suffered his injuries just before midnight on Friday 27th of October outside the Burnt Oak Underground Station in Edgware. Detectives from the Met Specialist Crime Command arrested Gabriel Silveira on suspicion of murder, and he was charged on Tuesday 7th of November and was remanded in custody. So guys, as I said, the sentencing for that is going to be in August once again. There's a number of stories coming out from the streets of the UK. It's your boy GT. Keep it locked, keep it real.